My leader's just like, oh, WIC will help you. You're a single soldier in the military. No, the fuck they won't. They just denied me. It's bad enough where I had to sell my PlayStation, my Xbox. sound racist or anything.
Right.
But black marching bands are way better than the white people marching bands. No offense. Like they add groove and dance to it. Like I will watch.
Unless you get a drum, unless you go to the drum and bugle corps, which is a completely different marching group.
Yeah. Oh God, yes.
Two of them. I was in drumline all throughout marching bands throughout high school and college.
Okay. Like a friend of mine, yeah. Another friend of mine did that type of stuff and everything too, which he's down in, was in Tampa area. I don't remember where he moved to now. I know he was far enough away. He didn't really get hit by the hurricane too badly. And he's a Air Force vet, which I don't hold that against him.
But no,
he's the C-130 Loadmaster, so.
But yeah, no, it sucks not being able to do. It sucks not being able to do D&D. I'm like literally sitting on the couch with the TV on, with nothing to do right now.
Do you have a smart TV?
Yes, I do actually.
You can't you link your phone to it, where you can pull up Discord and pull the video up onto your thing? Because one of us can share our screen so you can see Roll20.
Oh, I'm gonna be watching whoever streams it on Twitch.
I know me and Rigger will probably both have our stream up.
Because I am more than willing to also do it that way for you. You can just enlarge my screen and you can see the map.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I had to do it the other night for somebody in for my other games I run. Especially, well, I had to do it for Ghost for part of the night because it took his computer 2 hours to finally log into Foundry.
Did he not give his gerbils or hamsters the good quality meth?
Something. I don't know.
See, I don't know
what the problem was last night with his computer.
Fine.
All of a sudden, he rolled into D&D Beyond, and all of a sudden, it popped up in game. Because I got Beyond 20 to work with Foundry.
I'm gonna do a quick soundboard check just to make sure that my personal stuff is still there.
Hey, ass butt.
Oh. What did I do? What did I do?
Gotcha, bitch! The voice says I'm almost out of minutes.
Show me some You should show me some respect.
Okay. I clicked something and all Ray muted, and I'm like, no, I didn't want to mute her.
Oh, and other news, guess what we got over here at Fort Moore now.
Do it.
Honey, you should see me
So,
in a crowd.
I don't know if y'all knew, but I got moved over to the Ranger Training Battalion, where Ranger School is.
Okay.
We got some Ukrainians down there. We're teaching them guerrilla tactics and warfare at Ranger School.
Ah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Now, while I was in the Navy, I was with the F-14 Training Command, but I had the same MOS as Rigger. I was a PR and stuff. I loved my foreign officers. They were fun.
I'm over with the Ranger instructors since I am an instructor over there, but with my recent demotion and everything, it's kind of sucks. But no, like I got a few patches that I traded with them, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Got a few patches, name tags. Like,
yeah. That's wheeling and dealing I ever did was with a British officer. He brought his MG over with him, and he needed the tonneau cover for it because it was the Roadster model. I'm like, okay, I'll make it. What do you have? And stuff. I make something for you, which isn't part of the job. And what do I get? I got a full roll of English leather, like they use for the flight gloves and stuff. Nice, soft.
You're going super metallic on it.
Doing what?
You're going super metallic.
But no, you know what the greatest thing I ever done in my military career was? There's an actual photo, a news article of it, if y'all actually look it up. 2018, our convoy was right next to a Russian convoy, and we met actual Russian troops in Syria, and we traded candy. There's literally photos of us on there if you actually look.
Yeah. I think I heard about that because
They crashed one of our fucking mad beats. They weren't paying attention, and then we had to sit there for hours for the military police on our side and their side to conduct an investigation. And then we were just trading candy, we had to take up. Now the only thing is, we had to take off our unit patches, our namesakes, everything like that. But still, it was kind of nice. Like, yeah, what happened in Ukraine kind of shitty, but I mean, they were nice people when we were over there.
Yeah.
My favorite thing, and it's civvy, but it has to do with my current job, was having to have a member of the bomb squad for the California Highway Patrol and evacuate my entire floor.
Ew,
Because
Callie.
somebody decided to send us used adult diapers and wanted us to send them in for forensic testing.
Now, I will say this though, adult diapers, one of the best things you can invest in on deployment. Because when you're out on patrol for hours or days, that shit comes in handy.
And the gel, in the gel bags.
Oh yeah, because like me, I was for my whole deployment in Syria, I was a 50 cal truck gunner. Like I sat in an open turret the whole time.
And,
yes,
and for
guys.
the ladies, the urinal, which they started putting out, which they came around for aviation purposes originally.
And yes, guys, I am counting stitches.
Okay, cool.
Again.
How is everybody doing?
Just peachy.
Good. We're doing
Doing.
good, except I'm computerless for a little bit.
I'll put it this way: my ex is in town for a week.
I'll put it this way: my son went back to my ex-wife, and I'm pissed about it.
Yeah.
She just basically handed my son off to her parents, and she went back to her boyfriend's place. I'm kind of frustrated about that.
Did they fly in on their broomsticks?
Right?
No, my ex drove out here in my son's car. With my son's car. Luckily, he had the time off and stuff, so he could come too. So that's
My ex-wife's parents.
Tomorrow I get time with my daughter.
My ex-wife's parents flew from Dallas to Birmingham, so me and my folks can pick up my son for a little bit and hold on to him for a couple of weeks, so they can go on vacation. And then she came to come pick up the boy. She was acting like mother year. Oh, my sweet baby boy, I haven't fucking seen you in so long. Like, shut the fuck up. You don't ever pay attention to your fucking kid. Because newsflash, her brother sent me a message like, yeah, she just dropped him off with our folks and just left. I'm like, the fuck?
When you were married with her, was she a dependopotamus?
When we were married, apparently she was sleeping with other people on my deployments, and I didn't know about it until after my son was born.
Oh, so she was a dependopotamus in the barracks bunny. Gotta love it.
And the state of Texas states that since I'm a single father in the Army, she's the one that gets custody because I cannot bear the responsibility of having custody of my son while being in the military. State of Texas is a mother state.
Backwards.
Yeah, the state of Texas is a big mom state, so.
Well, they have to do something to try to keep the women in line, considering they try to force women to give birth.
Yeah, besides me paying $700 for child support, he's on my medical and everything, but I have so much evidence, screenshots in a 3-ring binder full that I'm using on her when I get out of the Army to take full custody of my son.
Good.
Fuck yeah.
Oh yeah. No, Missouri was the same way.
You know how I know for
visitations because I was a truck driver.
You want to know how I know I'm gonna get guaranteed custody of my kid? Her parents have given me. Her parents give me their actual sworn testimonies that they will testify on my behalf at the court hearing.
Damn. You
and
know
her
that-
brother too. And the fact is, I keep screenshots, audio recordings, anytime I have a conversation with my ex-wife.
Yeah.
Tell me
You
you're a
got a
bad
conversation?
parent without telling me you're a bad parent.
Conversation.
People are like,
Oh.
some people are like, oh, that's going too far. That's crazy. That's stalking someone. No, that's to prove that she's unfit to be a mother.
Yeah.
Just I mentioned this earlier, but if any of y'all go to my social media for TikTok, you're about to possibly learn a lot more about me than most people know. Because I have been people without having videos taken down so far. Thank God.
Yeah, I noticed when I made a D&D TikTok a while back, and like I guess when you viewed it, you started popping up on my For You page. I'm like, what the fuck? But on the good news is I hit 151,000. I gained 1,000 followers the past month, so I'm excited about that.
I'm only sitting at. Oh, come here! I don't care about that.
I know, because I peaked. I only peaked in followers during COVID. So I think since the beginning of last year to now, I went from 137 to 151. So
I'm only sitting at 371, and I'm not. What I'm doing isn't necessarily to gain followers. It's to like educate people on why they shouldn't say stupid shit.
yeah, I'm part of the military influence team, is what they call it. I just make funny content showing that we're all humans under the rank and not soulless, mindless robots.
Shit. I have maybe 500. But I'm also a firm believer in most people need to be held underwater until the bubble stops.
I agree with that, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking about changing my YouTube channel, though, since I think I'm going to change
I work with some of those people.
But no, I'm thinking about changing my YouTube into like a firearms page. Because my gaming isn't really taking off on there, so I'm thinking I'm going to change it to firearms since, well, I'm an armor in the army, so. I'm a fucking grunt doing an armor's job.
Hey, don't mind me if I seem a little out of it. I just woke up.
Yeah.
Oh, you're good, man.
Well,
I
enjoying
guys
the
make
work.
a cup of coffee using espresso bean.
Is that
Yes,
Loretta?
please.
Yeah.
Loretta,
Doesn't
question.
ever talk very loud.
Loretta, question. What is with the profile picture? It's kind of scary.
It's what is your pro on there?
It's Kirishima.
Oh, it's part of Hiroshima, My Hero Academia.
I've never watched it. Out of all the animes, I never seen that one.
I never got interested in it.
I just made myself a cup of coffee that's just espresso bean.
Yeah.
Loretta, careful.
yes.
Keep it away from Finn now. She doesn't need that shit.
When she went to college last year, her boss said she was going to give her a 2-pound bag of espresso beans. She just now opened them
Damn.
and ground them up
Hey.
and said to make a cup of coffee. It's like, okay.
You're saying keeping it away from Finn. It needs to be kept away from Anthea. The murder hobo does not need any more energy.
Yeah, because
Those
she's
who know, no, I'm not wrong.
Watching that door.
you can see her
Yeah.
video and see me.
Use my hair now.
Yep. Pink and blonde. Or pink and bleach.
Yeah.
Oh,
on
she's wearing.
TikTok
You're wearing
followers,
You're wearing a My Hero Academia shirt, right?
Yeah. Well, swimsuit. Because she was going to go to the beach today and didn't get there.
then I wore out some peeps.
Yeah, she wore her mom out. She made her walk
I
almost
took them on
5
a
miles.
3.8 mile walk.
Hey, Loretta. I gotta say this. Your voice does not match you. It's like weird because like when you first joined, I thought you were a child. Say, who let a kid in here?
She's 5'1". When she was going to college last year down in Providence, the cops would stop her and ask her why she was skipping school.
Ain't that a bitch?
She's
We're
like, I'm
talking
in
about
college.
TikTok followers. I'm up to 654.
Yeah, but you
Nice.
don't post stuff on there very often either.
Oh, just-
I have to post if I want to keep making money off of it.
Yeah.
because I use
Oh, Rigger finally joined! Holy shit! It's a miracle!
Technically, I'm listening in on phones or Fenn's phone for about 10 minutes.
Yeah, I'm on my
Google
phone
juice.
now. So.
Yeah. But like I was saying, if you go over there and you decide to put a computer together, I'm sure between Navy and me and several of us around here, we can direct you on how to put it together. I mean, they're plug and play anymore, though.
Yes, I would appreciate that very much. Like maybe I should do like a Twitch stream of me just building it.
Yeah.
I'm
He
like
could.
70 followers away from hitting 1,000 and being able to
In
go
the-
live on Twitch.
the Degenerates D&D text thing.
You mean
I
go
put
live on
the,
TikTok?
Yeah, that's what
a
I meant.
picture of something I got to eat today.
God damn, that's bigger than you.
Oh, that freaking thing she got at Boston Best Burgers today.
That thing, look, hey, that thing's taller than her.
It's a strawberry shortcake milkshake with a chunk of strawberry shortcake on top.
Mhm.
Man, good actually. Holy fuck.
If that doesn't
And
bring
I-
out your fat kid, I don't know what will.
I ate the entire thing.
And then she opened her bag of espresso beans, ground them up to make a cup of coffee.
Again, please
This
send
is
some
just
my
a giant
way.
cup.
Although I don't think Rigger would like it very much.
What's that?
Well, at
Anthony,
least
I
she
just-
didn't attack her Nespresso and put it in that because the Nespresso will make espresso. I'm like, yeah, no.
This is 10 ounces of strong brew espresso beans.
Yep.
Yes. Just yes.
With pumpkin spice coffee syrup, a bunch
Alright.
of sugar, and creamer.
Yeah, you lost
You
me on
just-
the pumpkin spice.
Yeah, you just killed it.
You didn't see my pumpkin spice meme in Scoop's house, did you? Loretta.
No.
Yeah, go take a look at my post in Scoop's house.
Oh no.
Uh-uh.
I saw countries. I think oh, okay. Yeah. I want the wherever country got the coffee image. Let me make you a nice cup of fuck coffee.
I just saw
Or
that.
my brother has this old ringtone on his phone where it's a butler that says, "Sir, there's someone that is endeavoring to get a hold of you." Could I tell them the message of "fuck off"?
And the drinking crayon. Okay, it's a beer.
It's beer for the
Marine. No, marine. But yeah.
whatever one.
All right. But it's a beer.
I don't
Yeah.
know the difference.
True.
Oh, I was told no because I told the doctor to go fuck herself.
She went to MEPS. The lady wanted every medical record, IEP, and everything else all the way through grade school. So she turned around and told her to go fuck off.
They're like, "Oh, you had ADHD as a kid. I need every medical record, every school record from when you were first diagnosed in kindergarten."
So I know for me, I had ADHD. They just needed to prove that I can go a year without any medication, which I did, and then I joined the army.
Yeah.
She's like, "I need every form of everything," and I'm like, "That's from Missouri. There ain't no way in hell I'm getting that."
Yeah, 'cause I can't understand why, because they just want to make sure you're not going to collect a liability.
Yeah.
I might just. You just might have to make me run a few laps to get rid of some of my energy. And ban me from the coffee station.
Just put on a weighted vest, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Basic training, you aren't allowed to have coffee.
Yeah, they don't.
Oh, yeah. No, hey, you had Ranger Dip. You had what was called Ranger Dip. It was in your MRE, it had a little coffee, your little coffee pellets, you put it in a napkin.
Yeah,
put
the
it inside
instant
your mouth.
coffee.
Yeah,
If
the
it
instant
has
coffee.
any form of caffeine, it'll work.
Yeah, but if you get caught with that shit, oh, you...
Yeah,
Yeah, you
well,
get-
you're medically unable, definitely now, with your diagnoses.
You
He
know,
has ADHD and autism spectrum diagnoses.
Hey, her face, when
I
I
have
said we're allowed to have
PTSD.
coffee and basic,
Oh, okay.
But that's National Guard.
I
so
have
it
autism.
works, right?
That's what she was going for, was National Guard to help with school.
I think now they definitely won't let me since I told him to fuck himself.
Right.
Quite literally. And it was the doctors they gave us was this weird, creepy ass old lady. With the attitude of she's above everyone, she is God.
Well,
Hey, can I
So I
propose
told her
something?
to fuck herself.
Can I propose something, guys?
uh-oh.
I propose that the D&D degenerates do a meetup one day, you know?
Yeah, one of these days.
Because
Like me. I
That'd be
work PAX East. I work at PAX East every year.
like, here's the thing. I get out of the military, start the police academy in January, so anytime after May, I'll be free.
it's just not easy because all of us are all over the damn country.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you got people West Coast, you got people East Coast. I'm Central. I'm in the Midwest. Trying to find that happy medium is not going to be easy.
It's gonna be a
Any other
challenge.
deal, just Missouri, I'm kicking all your asses.
You can't kick my ass,
She don't do the freezery.
Loretta. You say you kick... Loretta, you know what I had to do to keep kicking my ass? All I gotta do is put my hand on your head, and you won't be able to hit me.
I'll help her kick
Hey.
you.
Hey, the better question is, can she reach?
I'll take you all on!
I'm staying out of this one.
Yeah. I'm not.
When our nation's veterans came home from serving their country, the American Legion helped them with the GI Bill to get a head start. When they came home from Vietnam, we helped those affected with Agent Orange to get care and compensation. Now, there is a new war raging. Unfortunately, it is being fought in the hearts and minds of those who served. Veteran suicide is the most important issue facing veterans today, and too many are battling it alone. So join us, make the pledge, be the one to help the American Legion end veteran suicide. When our nation's veterans
Damn.
You get yourself full of deep shit with these comments. I ain't helping you.
Groot.
The way to deal with Loretta is you just, as she goes to attack, you just go, coffee.
Yeah. Groot. In Foundry, I have it set to where you can see where everybody's mouse is on in the game and stuff. She told me I can't turn it off because it's her ADHD. She uses it for her ADHD. Chasing the mouse pointers around on the screen.
Hey, growing up at my grandma's house, the cats raised me more than my mom.
Mm-hmm.
Up, guys.
So
I
what
grew
you're
up on
saying is
cactus.
the squirrel.
So if I point a laser at you, Loretta, you're gonna chase it?
Yeah, I'm gonna. One of my autism tics is that I meow. I meow like a cat.
Oh,
How's
wow.
everybody doing?
Good.
I like to meow at people. And occasionally hiss.
How's everybody doing? Welcome to the
That's why I
stream.
wanna get-
Thanks for tuning in.
I wanna
Hope
get
you guys enjoy. Feel free to leave back
cosmetic
any
dental things
comments
to
or
where I have
feedback, and
tournament
I'll
things.
do my best to kind of
Like a cat.
improve.
So that when someone pisses me off, I can bite them.
Finn likes to bite me. I just like, what are you, my little piranha? Is that it?
No, it's a love language. It's called if a boy is cute or hot,
maybe.
you want a num num.
Maybe.
She does. She goes num 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 num. Oh man, I'm like, what are you doing? Are you like my little piranha or something?
Hey, but you don't mind it.
No, I don't.
Hi,
That's not to say. I mean, if you enjoy it, it's not a bad thing.
I mean,
I
some
didn't
people
say
pay
it was.
extra
I'm
for that
just
kind of
saying that
stuff.
she does it.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
sometimes
it's
you,
like a
you have to
bad
pay
thing.
extra for that.
Hey, do you
What?
know there's BDSM dungeons in Boston?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
I can kind of have a yard. You know, only from
Where I put it.
Salty.
You guys want to see something? It's this. It's a dragon egg with a half-hatched dragon that I made in high school.
Nice.
It's
That's pretty
pure
sweet.
clay. It's clay that I made in high school.
So what, just a few years ago?
No. I graduated in 2017.
No, you guys were a year after me.
Yeah.
God, you
Heck.
make me... Now I feel fucking old.
Her brother will be 24 on Tuesday, which is my youngest.
Almost as bad as when I made you feel old that one night that you, me, and Tulip were talking.
You shut up!
You shut your filthy mouth.
That's great.
Right?
Well, I mean, we are the seniors of the group.
Senior.
Hey, if it makes you feel any better, for those who are born in...
Wait. Ghost is older than me
My mom's boyfriend is
You go
67.
bag.
by a
Or
month.
the seniors.
What's your point?
I'm fairly
Hey.
certain that Ghost's social security number is 3.
Damn.
Hey.
And Wolf's is 4.
I'm not that much younger than Ghost. Does that make mine 4?
Hey,
Yep.
just remember this, y'all. Just remember this. If you were born 1997 or earlier, or older, you're older than Google. Just know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I bet you're younger
I
than
have
Google.
admitted it to my nephew on many occasions, but I am older than Google.
I'm younger than
I'm
Google.
older than Google.
See, what y'all don't understand though is like, Ghost is like
Thanks for tuning in,
stupid
everybody.
old. Like he was the busboy for the Last Supper.
No.
Month older than me.
Listen. Ghost was there when the dinosaurs were about to be extinct.
You know what?
Ghost is the reason they are extinct. What are you talking about?
Or a
What?
better way to put it, my mother went to see Poltergeist when she was pregnant with me.
Oh shit.
Why is still there before you?
Nah, Ghost. You were there when you started going ooga booga booga.
No, that was
Well,
me.
So at least
You know,
Ghost knows what
y'all-
Nancy
I would
Pelosi
say-
looked like in her younger years.
Holy cow.
Say,
that
y'all know
is-
the
that
saying,
is just
reinvent the wheel.
dirty.
Ghost helped invent the wheel. I don't know about that. There's a couple of brain cells required for that one.
No, Ghost didn't. He's not the one that gave the idea. Ghost is the reason why we have fire today.
Oh my God, I saw a video the other day, and it reminded me, Ghost, you'll understand this because this was our generation. The little girl playing with a sparkler. Then you see a boy running by going, someone?
Somebody gave me fire!
I'm sorry. That is my generation. Right there. That's us in a nutshell.
I know that one.
Yeah.
No.
So for anybody tuning into the stream, if you see anything that I can improve upon, feel free to let me know. I greatly appreciate all the feedback. Just trying to make this the best possible stream for everybody.
No, you were Wilson's younger brother. That's what you were.
Wilson! You know, I'm getting better at this stream setup. I just wish I had learned this hobby a lot earlier.
This is going to be fun tonight. I already see it because everybody's full of piss and vinegar.
You know?
All right.
I'm not pissing vinegar.
I've got the
Pissing
stream
apple
up.
juice.
I've had an absolute hell of a week. I am definitely ready to fuck some shit up.
You didn't
You
put the
too?
link up.
Oh, no, it didn't.
Well, I had a rough. My dad. Last week my dad ended up having a heart attack, and we thought we were going to lose him. He's home, thank God. But I have not had a good week. I am ready to just. I'm ready to kill shit this boot.
Yeah.
Oh, and Navy.
Holy cable management fail.
Yeah, what's up?
Are you talking about my cables?
Can you
Yeah, I know.
contact either Mini Cooper or Dark over?
I definitely got to clean this up, but it
sometime.
doesn't help my phone charger.
I can't hear you. Everybody's talking over you.
Yeah. Contact either Mini Cooper or Dark over on Vet Talk for some. They want to talk to you for some graphic stuff.
Okay.
Before I forget, I'll send you a message later too to remind you, because I know us in our old age we'll forget.
You know me so well.
So both streams up.
You got to give me a few minutes. I'm outside having a cigarette, and I'm still waking up.
So, Rigger,
we're kind of doing RP right now, anyways. So, like, there's not going to be a whole lot of rolling involved.
So, Rigger, you remember when you asked last week if anyone knew the spell Identify?
Mm-hmm.
Well, because my thing, I've never ran this kind of a build before. I forgot to set up my spells and stuff, but I do know know Identify.
Were you about to say Spotify?
Yes, I was going to. I am really out of it this week. It's been hell on earth. But
I mean,
yes.
technically, she could do Spotify with there is a spell. What is it? Thunderous projection or something like that, where
Yeah.
she can create a noise somewhere, so she could literally just be a Bluetooth cast a spell and just have it be a Bluetooth speaker.
That is fucking hilarious. But I do know the spell Identify.
Oh, amateurs.
And Finn, you need to level your character.
Yep, I already told her.
Okay.
All right. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you guys for giving me a break last week because I was just fucking out of it.
Aren't you always out of it?
Yeah, but I was really out of it last weekend. I did like 62 hours last week between all of the photography and driving.
Ew. 62 hours in the hottest week of the summer
on the black asphalt of the interstate with no fucking AC in my vehicle.
Ooh, yuck.
Yeah. Yeah, so you know that fucking heat will just drain the life out of you.
Yeah. Back when Ghost was, rolling around on his unicycle with the stone wheel and no AC.
Well, if they're starving, they're not very good, are they?
That or you're just too old to get the joke.
Talk about eating your own words. It's just an offensive joke, and then it could be choking on your words.
If we can find it.
Oh, thank you, Viking. We'll fix that.
Oh.
There we go.
Why is it I started drinking the coffee and now my brain feels worse?
I
don't know, but I feel like someone
All right,
using
y'all.
the front on my head for
If
dodgeball.
any of you are watching the stream, I'm gonna real quick just step outside so I can smoke, and then I will be right back in.
Okay. Yep.
Cool.
I will still be listening to the audio and everything on Discord.
Okay.
That's why it feels
Oh,
bruised.
Maybe your Twitch, your stream is up and running. It works.
Yep, it's up and running.
Oh.
The Two Wolf reminded me. Anthea was
Put the
slacking it.
link in. You're muted. Oh, she's crocheting, so she has herself muted, so we don't do 10, 8, 33.
No, Anthea was counting stitches.
Right. So you muted, so we couldn't do the number game on you.
I'm sorry. I think that's interesting. You're counting stitches, and we're playing a game which basically the whole interaction with the world revolves around numbers.
And luck of the dice.
Right? Do you like math? Hell no. Do you like dragons? Hell yes. Wait,
You want
what?
your dingy balls?
What dinky balls?
Or whatever they're called.
They're Chinese meditation balls.
I have those too, but I find that this works better for me working out my aggression until I can play Dungeons and Dragons. Because then I can pretend that I'm stabbing somebody, ripping off their guts.
Okay, so now that we have somebody who has identified, you have 3 magical items. The bracers, the suit of chainmail, and the cloaked hood.
Right.
So if you want, you can go ahead and identify those items.
Okay. What was the dagger magical, or was it just? Oh
No,
no,
it's
that's just the war crime dagger. Okay. Yeah, leather bracers.
These
with-
magical items, can I cast Identify and figure them out?
He just said you could.
Okay. Sorry, I was in a separate room.
I have a scythe that probably needs to get identified.
Alright, so how do I find spells?
Yep.
First level.
Cast.
Yeah, it should. You shouldn't have to roll anything to cast it.
No.
Yeah, no. All right. So what are you identifying first?
Start with the bracers. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
He's probably researching.
Oh,
No,
okay.
I was taking a drink of Dr. Pepper. I was
Okay, no worries. No worries.
had to wet the whistle. Okay, so when you touch the bracers, the vision of an elf who's wearing kind of like a leather fur suit fills your vision, and you hear him mutter the words. You hear him mutter like arcanic words. Like, you being a magic user, you would recognize the words that he's using. He's casting a spell on the bracers, and then you can see through his eyes as he puts them on, and he suddenly feels more agile, he feels quicker. He feels, a little more certain of himself. So the bracers with the gold and silver inlay, and the crossed arrows around the wrist, they actually give you a +1 to dexterity, as well as allow you to fire arrows in melee without being at disadvantage.
Okay. I relay this to the group.
Yep. Bracers are bracers of quick shot.
Okay.
Bracers of quick shot.
Yeah, I know what those were. I recognize that description.
Okay, what else was deemed magical
I have
there
a
again?
scythe as well.
Yeah, there's a scythe, which was from the other
but-
room.
I will. Do I have to recast it, or does it just keep going?
You have to recast it each time.
I get. Okay, I'm sorry.
So we may get limited on how many.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so I think I only get one right now. But I'm unsure.
Just a second.
Oh. Treasure room.
What do you want to identify next?
I was gonna identify the scythe. I just don't know if I have to recast identify if I'm still using it to just keep on going, or like what.
Okay. You've got 4 level 1 slots, so you could technically cast it 4 times.
Yeah, I believe you have. If I remember correctly, you have to, for identify, you have to recast it first. But that's also depending on how Rigger's doing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, it even says in there you choose one object that you must touch throughout the casting of the spell.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I will go ahead and I will cast it on the scythe next.
The Giving Sea.
I just finished eating cigarettes for a minute. Okay, so you said you're identifying the scythe?
Yep.
So, and on the scythe, there's an image of a very old farmer who is working the scythe, sharpening the blade, putting oil on it, maintaining it, right? And then a significantly younger woman comes into the image, and she hands him a wrapped up piece of paper, and he's got real shaky hands, so he isn't able to wrap it and like sit there and read it. So she ends up reading it, casts the spell onto the scythe, and then hands it to the farmer. There was a fire enchantment put on the scythe. So it's called the Scythe of Summer Harvest. Whatever it slices through, it automatically will like burn the end, or it will cauterize. That's the word I'm looking for. It'll automatically cauterize a wound.
Mm-hmm.
However, because she nat 20 the enchantment, it also warms the user and makes them resistant to cold damage. But when you attack with it, it deals 1d4 fire damage in addition to the melee damage.
Okay. Next on the list.
And I do have that in my bag if anybody wants it.
Okay. We have a suit of chainmail, which overwhelmed with good justice.
Okay, so when you put your hand on the suit, the chain of suit mail, there's an old man, probably late 40s, early 50s, and he walks with a cane. And there's an image of him walking with a cane, and he has the chain of suit mail draped across his arm as he exits a building.
Mm-hmm.
And he stands in front of a younger man who looks very, very similar to the old man. And the old man presents him with the chain armor, and there's a bunch of other people other like soldiers or guards in formation behind him.
Mm-hmm.
And then he presents the gift to the soldier up front, and the soldier puts it on. And when he does, the old man mutters an enchantment, and the chainmail kind of glows yellow for a moment,
mm-hmm.
and then it fades. This is called the chain shirt of supplication.
And I know I didn't spell that right, but that's okay.
All right, and it grants +2 to charisma.
Okay.
Grants +2 to charisma, and when the wearer is being attacked by forces considered evil that would be detected by the paladins, like
mm-hmm.
detect good or evil.
Mm-hmm.
It gives them an additional 1 AC. It gives them an additional 1 AC. The enchantment is protection from good and evil.
Okay. All right, and the last is a cloaked hood, or a cloak with a hood or something.
Oh yeah,
Hooded
yeah,
cloak.
The cloaked magical hood.
Yeah, the pots. You're in that corner because Calvin, which is there, he was chained to the wall. He's malnourished and dehydrated, and Sierra was helping with him.
Okay.
Since your character the way he is, I figured he'd go there and talk to him to see why he was there.
Yeah, that seems legit.
Same thing with Groot's character, because Paladin. Yep. Oh, you just filled it. Mm-hmm.
So who uses two-handed weapons?
I do.
All right.
You want the
for the hood.
scythe?
No, I actually want the warhammer.
For the hood, I need Kiko to make me a con save.
Oh shit.
Rain.
She's there.
Yeah. I mean, I got our character sheet up, but
Which one?
you want me to go ahead and roll it? She's muted.
What are we talking about?
Rain.
Jamie.
Sorry, Discord was being stupid. It wouldn't let me pull it
Oh.
up there for a sec.
Okay, there. Now you can
Okay.
roll it. Don't count
Hey,
that
what's
roll.
up?
That was me rolling it.
Oh, I gotta roll a Constitution save?
Yeah,
Yep.
for the hooded cloak.
Because you decided to
Okay.
pick it up.
Well, because she has
Alright.
to touch it in order to identify it.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Oh.
Oh
That's
god.
It's still not
Like-
good.
Okay. All right. So, when you touch this, you were not expecting something to happen, and you suddenly feel exhausted. Like you feel like you just ran a marathon and then swam 20 miles, and like you were just kind of like tired all the way down to your bone. But you still get the image from the hood that when you touch it, it's a dark room, poorly lit with candles, and from your perspective, you're kneeling down in front of a dark figure, and they're speaking in a language you don't understand.
Okay.
But the dark figure, for a moment, the dark figure's eyes flash red, and there's kind of this red mist that kind of fills the room, and then the hood seems to absorb it.
I
want it.
I relay what I've just seen to the rest of the party as I proceed to throw this hood onto the ground to get it out of my hand.
You have a name
I don't want
for it?
anything to do with it.
Yep. So the name is Hood of Sacrificial Energy.
What does it do?
The hood, anytime you equip it, or at the start of the day, if you are wearing it, you must make a DC 10 con save. If you fail, you lose 2 spell slots for the remainder of the day.
I want nothing to do with it.
If you succeed, you gain 2 additional level 1 spell slots for the day.
Oh.
I want it.
Me too. I'll roll you for it.
Okay.
Okay, just a second. Let me finish typing this out.
What do we need to roll for it, Rigger?
That would be a fun cloak to have. Risky.
Mm-hmm. D100s?
No, just do D20s.
D20s? Okay.
Anybody else want to roll for it?
I'll do it.
I'll roll for it.
I don't cast
What's that?
spells, so I ain't
What's
worried.
that?
Or
Can
I guess
Google
so,
roll
but I
for my
want nothing to
character?
do with it.
For
Why
Groot?
did it not? Did mine
Okay.
not roll?
No.
I
It
don't
might be
see
taking
it,
a minute
Anthea.
to get up to us, Anthea.
I'm not doing one. I'm not.
Oh, wait a second. Maybe
Getting...
Oh.
Roll to everyone. An 8. Yay! Well, see, here's the trick. You gain 2 spell slots. Even if you don't have spell slots, you gain 2 spell slots.
That's why I want it.
Only if
Right.
you pass the con save.
So here's the kicker. It's a cursed item. The lowest roll wins.
Ah.
Shauna! You got it, Shauna!
Yay!
And I got
Okay.
it out. I got it.
Nat 1. Yeah.
I
Luckiest
instantly win
nat
this.
1 in the history of this campaign.
Yay!
That's the luckiest nat one
Now I
I've
gotta
ever seen
figure
in
out how
any
to add that.
campaign.
Yep.
How do I add that?
Is it a custom item, maybe?
No, it's just like you can add it into your notes, but like you just when you cast a spell, like like you either start the combat with 2 less or 2 additional spell slots, and you just so for your first 2 level 1 spells, you just don't consume a spell slot.
Okay.
See, the thing is, though, is that you have to be able to cast spells.
You can.
So I was surprised the non-magic users were going for it. You can't cast spells.
I
There's
didn't
nothing-
because my con save is already my
Okay,
constitution's
it's
already
being
low.
funky.
So.
I'll make sure it gets in there. Give me a minute.
Well, wizards aren't known for their con either.
No, hence the TikToks I've shared with you guys. You know, like the wizard dies at D4 poking damage. I mean, come on now.
But
I
here's
would
my
probably
question,
sneeze and kill
Phoebe.
myself. Like
If you have no spell slots, if you pass, you gain 2 spell slots, correct?
yeah.
Yep.
But knowing my luck, my rolls lately, I would have rolled like a nat 1 or something.
If you don't have spell slots and you fail, that is 2 levels of exhaustion.
Ooh. Okay. Well, she's a ranger, so she does have spells. And
Yeah.
D&D Beyond is being funky. Or it doesn't like me having 5 pages open.
I'll have the 5 pages open because they're stupid.
All right. Because I was trying to go into Munchkins to add that, because I tried to add it on her character sheet and it didn't want to do it. Yeah, D&D Beyond's running slow. Let me make sure.
Do I have to type this whole thing?
No, that's why I copied and pasted it in there.
Oh, I got it. I figured out how to get that to work then.
Okay. Yeah, I just couldn't get it to... But it wasn't
Yeah.
wanting to save it.
It's saved. It's
In the
saved.
corner. I'm doing the same thing we were doing last night, Ghost. Forgetting to hit where the save button was, and when you type in stuff in the side panel.
So, is anybody else gonna want the 2-handed hammer?
There's a 2-handed hammer?
Yeah,
It's
there
a
was.
it's a
Yeah,
two-handed-
over here.
No. Somebody should use that 2-handed. Well, that scythe. Is the scythe 2-handed?
No, a scythe is 1-handed.
Yeah, there was papers of a collection, a journal, a quill, an ink pen. My pouch with an eyeball, which I picked up.
If the scythe's 1-handed, I'll use it.
And
What?
How to equip it?
Rigger, what was the warhammer again? I know it was a plus something.
+1 steel warhammer.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I can
And-
get.
Pots. Were you
Andy.
keeping a list of party loot?
Oh, I have that notebook somewhere.
Okay.
I need to find it.
Okay.
I gotta go to equipment and I gotta add that. 'Cause
Alright.
that's something Brute could use.
Yeah. I
Now-
have.
Now, don't forget, Lone Cloud recovered the cipher book for the maps.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes, I did. And I believe I already put that in my pack.
Found my book. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Let me double check.
Now you guys can either just
Let me
try
double
and
check
decipher the
that.
map here, or you can take it back to the boat and try to do it there, however y'all want to do it.
Okay.
I want to
'cause-
take it back to the ship and decipher it there.
It doesn't bring it up on D&D Beyond, Rigger. The steel
Doesn't
war.
bring up
Where's
what?
my note?
The +1 steel warhammer.
It might just be a +1. No, it wouldn't be a Warhammer. Warhammer is one-handed in D&D. So, you're looking for like a +1, like Maul or
Okay.
Great Hammer.
Yeah.
They could be
Okay.
a maul.
3, 4, 75.
Okay, so if you,
I picked
want
up
to tell me
four-
what the thing is,
Yeah.
I'll write it down.
400 and 250, 175, 68, and 56. It was gold I found on one of the tables.
Okay, do you just want to message me that number? Or what?
Yeah, I'm just pulling up my
Hey, Rigger,
calculator.
Does it tell you what the damage is on it? I want to make sure I have the right thing.
Should be standby.
Yeah,
The maul is 2d6.
$549 pots, 549 gold pieces.
549 gold pieces. Okay.
Yeah. Mhm.
And Rigger, correct me if I'm wrong. Scythes are two-handed, aren't they?
And that's the part of the party fund, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Scythes are two-handed. Sorry, no, it's not a scythe. It's a sickle. It's one-handed.
Oh, it's a sickle.
Yeah, if you zoom in, it's sitting right there on the table.
Right.
Okay.
Rigger, is the damage 2d6 or is it different damage for
It's
the
it,
hammer?
it's a maul. It's 2d6 bludgeoning, but it's going to be +1.
Okay, yeah, I got it. I'm adding it now. And then I can equip it. I can use this.
Now, who's
Oh.
taking the chainmail? Okay, that'll have to be like have to be an item that was actually created. I'm sorry, I meant to go in and fucking create all this shit, and I totally forgot about it.
Not a problem.
So yeah, that'll have to be created. Not sure how you would do the +1 AC to the one in evil. That might just be like a DM hand wave thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might because I don't think I could do that. It doesn't really have things for affinities. As far as what your alignment is.
Oh, that
The
reminds
other
me.
stuff
I need to.
I grabbed for myself, people didn't see, but I gave up the coinage.
Forgot to update the character token for Twofer.
Yep, they are bracers, not gauntlets.
Yeah.
Yeah. Munchkin earned them. You did. They
No,
were for.
I earned the cloak.
Yeah, the
Not
cloak.
the hood.
Yeah,
He
she
was
got the
talking
hood.
about the bracers.
And the bracers would go to Azrael.
Archer of some kind.
Yeah.
Go tell Mama to come here. She's outside.
Oh, okay. Okay, I didn't know where you're. No, we're not saying it was strictly for them. I didn't know which way it was going. They were +1 dexing, allowing you to shoot arrows in melee. So yeah, somebody which is doing that now. So more than likely one of the rogues, but that's up to everybody else.
here's my notes for it. So you can fire arrows in melee without being at disadvantage.
Yeah.
But you can also when the target moves out of melee range of you can use a ranged attack as a reaction.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
Right.
Oh,
I don't think it would have worked that way though.
yeah. I think they're
I think the
specifically
weapon
bow.
automatically has to have a range.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's the ranged
they're
weapons
they're
only.
specifically for bow. Think of them as like you know how archers they have that that little wrist thing that they wear for when the bowstring hits their wrist. It's essentially one of those, but it's enchanted and it's been it's purdy.
Yeah.
Long guard.
The pouch with the blood-soaked pouch I found with the eyeball.
Yeah.
Anything else we can know about that or anything? I'm just trying to put notes in my stuff.
It's an eyeball.
That is a magical item as well.
Oh, okay. So when she has energy.
Yep. I love how she grabbed that hood and got hit with that fucking curse effect, and she just fucking yeeted it. Nope, I don't want it. Take it. Somebody else take it.
Yep. One of those death curse. Go away.
Yeah.
Stupid
I
question.
will go up to her alone to look at that one.
Who out of the party still has a crossbow?
I've got 2 hand crossbows, but they're
Other than Lone Cloud.
Sierra.
Okay.
I've got a
I have a hand crossbow.
I don't want to use it.
We should
I have a
roll
crossbow,
for
but
the
I'm not with the
bracers.
party lit.
Yeah. I've got. Yeah.
We should roll for the bracers.
Yeah, but she's more of a support. She's
Yeah, but the
she's
bracers
like,
don't
like
apply.
an NPC almost. So
The bracers don't apply to crossbows. That's the thing. Or pistols for that matter. Like it's specifically for bows. Like you'll still get the only thing you're gonna get out of it is you'll get the +1 to dexterity, but you're not gonna get the quick shot bonus.
Oh, I take that back. I've got a short bow. Would that make a difference?
Yes.
So who out of the party has a short bow other than Lone Cloud?
I think everybody else has crossbows.
Azrael has
I got a
a
longbow.
longbow, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah.
He
But
knows.
I don't need it. I don't use my bow very often, so I don't want that.
Does Bartholomew have a
bow?
Short bow? Or does Paz?
I don't know.
Paz has
I
a
don't-
musket and pistols.
Yeah.
I have a musket, a
Yeah.
pistol, and a hand crossbow.
Ghost. You want something for ranged? I've got a musket you can have. I picked up. Okay. If it wants a musket, I've got one. My character has
Hey,
one.
Rigger, can you send me the sickles information?
Yeah. Oh, I know.
I don't think you would trust Brute with a fucking musket.
I don't care who takes it.
No, I said Brute, not Groot. Brute. I don't think you would trust a giant with a goddamn musket.
Sure, why not? As long as he
Why?
don't shoot it at me.
He has
He
an
probably
8
wouldn't know how to
intelligence.
shoot it. He'd probably throw it at somebody.
Pretty
Or use
much,
it as a
yeah.
club. Use it as a baseball bat.
No, Brute is strictly melee.
All right, so while you guys are
Thank you,
getting that
Rigger.
sorted out, So over here in the top left-hand corner, we still have Kelvin, the guy that is passed out.
I thought he was awake. I thought they.
I thought we
Yeah.
woke him up.
Yeah, we
Oh, yeah,
woke him up. He's dehydrated and has food issues.
Okay, so he's a little bit more like conscious. He's kind of aware of what's going on around him. He's not loopy like he was before. And he kind of sits up and he looks up at Sierra, and you know, he thanks you guys for helping him out, and he kind of cranes his neck to go look at the room where all the party loot and everything is. He says, "Is the bear and the kobold okay?"
Yes, they are okay. They've been fed. They're happy.
Oh, good. And as he says that, you kind of see him, like, his shoulders kind of slump down a little bit, and he just kind of lays back, like visually, like a sense of relief just kind of rushes over him. He explains that he is a druid in the Riveria Forest, and that it is his responsibility to make sure that the logging operations don't interfere with the wildlife. He saw the kobold and the mama bear being taken, and he informs that her cubs are fine. They were mostly fully grown anyways. Nothing happened to her cubs, but he tried to rescue Twofer and mama bear from these bandits, and he in turn was captured as well.
Yeah, she had lunch. She had one of the elf which was holding you. I think it was an elf.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was an elf. He kind of see like a real faint smile in the corner of his mouth. He's like, you gotta love it when nature comes back full circle.
Well, she didn't want the goblin, so we came and grabbed him and gave bedding to her. Less evidence. Less to clean up.
He kind of shrugs. I mean, bears aren't picky eaters, so it wouldn't be my first choice, but sure.
Now, is this the guy we were looking for the captain?
No, what you were looking for the captain was the map.
Mm-hmm.
Which is in Lone Cloud's path, along with the book to decipher said map.
Yeah, the captain.
Okay.
The person that the captain sent you looking for was the ranger.
Oh, okay.
Or was the elf ranger that you guys killed. That was the person that stole the map from the captain.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's what it was. Okay. Well, I mean, we got what we needed from the elf. We were sent here to retrieve something from her, so we're all good to go.
Okay. Well, you guys ready to head out then?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, look at him and go, you need assistance getting to where you're going? Not really my thing, but we could help you.
It would be Luke's thing.
He kind of pushes himself to his, like, off the wall, pushes himself to his feet, and he's still a little wobbly, and with kind of a like disgruntled smile. Yeah, I could use a little bit of help. If you guys are heading back to town, I have family in town I can stay with until I'm 100% again.
That I think we got it. Yep. Yeah.
I wanted.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, we got what we came out here for, so I think we're headed back to town and on our way. As far as I know.
All right.
Sierra's just gonna kind of offer herself so that way he has something to lean on in case he stumbles.
Root was just gonna pick him up.
I mean, you could do that too.
Root would just pick him up, put him on his shoulder.
I'm gonna say that, or we could talk to Twofer and see if he would convince Mama Bear to let him ride on her back into town.
That's an option as well.
Or close to town. Probably don't want Mama Bear going into town.
You really think
Right.
Twofer's gonna let her not go into town with him?
Wrong town. You're thinking of his village. This is like human.
He doesn't
folk
have a
village.
village.
Yeah, he doesn't have a village.
Oh, he don't
He's
have
with
one
us
no
now,
more.
remember?
Oh yeah, we have to go help his people. Okay. Yeah. Okay. What, was Twofer the only one left of his clan or something?
No,
he got kicked out.
Oh, kicked
Twofer
out.
he was a runt. He got kicked
Okay.
out of his. He got
Yeah,
kicked out
but
of his clan.
remember the runt that
Yeah.
beat up Valtheris?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you not remember him talking about his epic battle with the elk?
Yeah. Yeah, he yeeted me. He tripped me across the room.
Just to show you sizing and everything.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Well, and let the druid know because he was coming to help Twofer and stuff. Explain Twofer's going to be traveling with us.
Okay, so as you guys head outside, the mama bear, she actually comes up to Kelvin and kind of nudges her nose on his hand, and he kind of kneels in front of her, and like he kind of closes his eyes, almost as like he's concentrating. For our more magical inclined people, you would recognize that spell as commune with animals.
Mm-hmm.
And he kind of stands up and kind of looks around the party, and he says, "Well, in case you don't know her name is Luna." Which, let me update the character sheet. All right, so the bear's name is Luna, and she expressed interest to travel with you guys.
Okay.
Can I go give her a hug?
Absolutely.
Okay. Explain to her we're going on ship on water. Just don't want a pissed off bear stuck on a ship. A seasick bear. You know what I mean? It just don't sound like a good idea without her willingness.
Kelvin kind of chuckles. He's like, you're not from around here, are you?
Well, I'm from the thing. I grew up on an island too, but hey, not everybody does well with ships.
That's fair. That's fair. Luna is a Riverian sea bear. She actually goes out into the surf and she swims around and gets fish. She also does it in freshwater. So being out to sea is not going to bother her at all.
Oh, okay.
However, she wanted me to express to you guys that now that her cubs are grown, she kind of wants to explore. And as she's grown up as a child, she has explored this whole island. There's nothing else to explore. She best I can explain it, she has a heart of adventure. She wants to see somewhere other than this island.
Okay.
And she was wondering if it would be okay if she joined you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Luke's just gonna kind of mutter and eye the bear warily, like I'm gonna tell a bear no.
Pair with. I don't think we have a druid.
You have a.
You do have barbarian
And rangers.
Yeah, and rangers.
You also have a couple rangers.
Yeah.
And I've
Does
got...
one of the rangers want to play with the bear?
Well, my particular subclass doesn't have that option.
Oh, okay.
What do you mean?
What are you?
Okay. All right. Hold on. This is
Oh,
what we're gonna
paladin.
do. Whoever wants the bear, I need an animal handling check. Whoever gets the highest gets the bear.
Animal hint check. Okay. Ooh, I rolled a 20.
Damn.
You got beat.
Well,
My animal handling's a +5.
You're a dick.
Yeah. I haven't tried, but. Oh, no. Then, even though they're not here, they roll. I got a 3!
It's like Keiko's getting the bear.
Yeah, so it looks like Kiko gets the bear. So as you guys go up to Luna, and you're kind of like scratching her ear, and petting her and stuff like that, Kiko she just happens to reach over and she just starts scratching and she hits that spot, and all you just see Luna kind of just like lean in towards Kiko's hand, and she just does this like this roll really like low like quiet growl and just kind of flops next to Kiko and just don't stop.
I give her
It's
vigorous
a good thing
patches.
because wizards are squishy. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
I need me a tank. I need me a friend that can help me not be so squishy.
Yep.
How do I add her?
Under extras, what type of black bear, brown bear,
Brown bear.
brown bear?
Brown bear.
Yeah, extra, manage extras, and the category would be mount or pet.
Yeah, be a pet.
It'd be a pet.
Yeah, yeah,
A pet?
yeah.
And then the name?
Is
Is that
brown,
just what I...
the pet, you type in brown bear, and a brown bear should you'll get the whole an NPC sheet for her.
You basically now have an
Brown bear.
animal companion.
Yeah.
Add. Okay.
you basically just became Dr. Doolittle.
Not off of just one animal. You have to have several.
Yeah, but
I wish there was a way to change its name.
yeah, you might be able to. I don't know.
So
figure it out.
Under, I think it's allies. You can put in there. You can put in the name of Luna, and then put in the brown bear, and then you can have it that way.
Mm-hmm. He can change the token. Okay, he did change the token to Luna.
So,
Got it.
so Twofer, he sees Voldan kind of like standing off to the side, and he's got his trident in his hand, and he's just kind of standing there all proud and intimidating looking. So Twofer just kind of like not right up next to him, but kind of like a little to the side and behind. He kind of like stands in the same pose with his spear, and he's trying to look, big and intimidating, but he's emulating Voldan's stance.
Brute's just gonna look at that and go, "It looked like you got pets now too."
Mm-hmm.
He's a kobold.
He's a runt kobold. He will never grow larger than small size.
He is basically rat dog.
Pretty much, yeah.
That means
Yeah.
we can just throw him into battle then.
Yep.
Slingshot him.
He is yeetable.
Yeetable cobalt. That's a
Well,
good
it
thing.
depends on who you have yeet him, though. That's
Nobody's
the thing.
throwing my twofer.
Brute.
Now, bear in mind, he has 3 hit points right now. He has no armor. He's basically wearing rags. His weapon is a stone spear. It's basically just a stick that he found, a sharpened piece of flint, and he used some like dried out vines to tie the stick or the stone to the spear.
We got another child we're gonna try to save. Potts.
Yes.
Can he use a scimitar?
I don't know if he can lift it.
That might actually be too heavy for him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bag
What
would
about I have a
probably be like
flail?
sword for him.
I have a.
Holy shit!
I got a
no,
flail.
I mean, he's not
dagger
that
that I
slow.
can
Give him
give
a
him.
dagger. It's going to be more like a short sword.
We have a
I have a
broken
dagger
dagger,
I'm
so
gonna
they can repair.
Hold on.
There's a flail.
That's gonna be too
Would
big
he
for
be
him.
able to hold a short sword?
No.
I have a hand axe.
Yes, he can hold a short sword. However, it's
gonna
going
be
to
like
be
great sword.
Yeah, it's going to be a great sword for him.
Right.
You have
Well, what if I
rogues
give
which
him my
have
short sword
extra
'cause I never use
daggers.
it?
You have rogues which have spare daggers.
Yeah.
Because, yeah. Lone Cloud
The
swapped
thing is,
her
though,
up
is that you have to remember something.
your
All the
dagger for
weapons
the war dagger, didn't you? Which we found. War crimes dagger. Well, war crimes bayonet. Didn't you swap
you guys
it for that?
gotta remember something. They do make weapons for small creatures.
Right.
That are short swords and stuff. It's just right now all the weapons we have are designed for medium.
Right.
Yeah.
So you can use the short sword, the dagger for now, because Lone Cloud picked up the war crimes dagger, which Potts has the information for it.
That's if the murder hobo's gonna give it up.
Murder Hobo already said that she would be willing to give up that dagger so that somebody is actually more adequately defended. Because despite what people think about this particular Murder Hobo, she cares about little creatures. So fuck off.
Right.
It's because she used to play a little creature.
Right.
What's up, Bumpers?
Did the murder hobbit take the war
No,
war
you've already
crimes
had
dagger?
cheesecake. No. You are 6 years old. You are not getting cheesecake and ice cream. You can have cheesecake or ice cream.
Getting both, damn it.
I had
No,
ice
one
cream and
cheesecake.
Boston cream pie. Oh wait, they were the same thing. It was Ben and Jerry's Boston cream pie ice cream.
Oh my
When
god,
we
that
were-
is so good.
Okay.
Hey, the
Yes.
6-year-old could be like my son. By the time he finished his hamburger, which was called the kitchen sink, nobody else in the family had to eat. Nobody else in their group had eaten a quarter of their meal. My son was done. 24, and he's still a bottomless pit. Okay.
Yeah, like I said, I have an extra dagger. I'm happy to give it up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I sent you a DM, Navy, asking a question about that.
Yeah. It'd be the same thing as the regular. It's so much the size of the blade, it's the size of the hair to his hands.
Yeah. I was just wondering if I could give him that. If I could just have it on me, because I couldn't.
Either that or the they both the same.
Okay.
All right, so yeah, Luke will walk up to him and reach into the folds of his robes and kind of take one of his handkerchief things and tie it around the little guy's waist and put in a small tonto on his waist and go, there, now you're a proper little warrior.
Lone Cloud goes up to him and says, proper little warriors also need really sharp, pointy, stabby things.
Well, that's what I gave him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Need more than one pointy, sharp, stabby thing.
Yep.
Here's an
I
extra
want
dag
all
for
three.
you.
Oh Lord.
Oh shit.
All right, so also bear in mind you guys are heading back to town, and they do have a like brand bazaar over there.
Okay.
You guys can go like outfit him with and get some stuff for yourselves. So is everybody ready to head back to town?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Yeah. All right. Oh, you know what? Before I forget, before we do anything, I need you guys to update your hit points for level 3 on this screen.
Oh shoot.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I'm at 32.
Oh, I didn't.
Which one's which again? Remind me.
Oh, I
Here
forgot
with
to
me. Red
roll
is
the die.
Sorry,
Okay.
I'm kind
Blue.
of mowing down
Viking,
on
to
some
answer your
chicken ice
question,
cream 'cause
yes,
I'm
you can.
fat and it sounds good. So,
Okay,
bear
never
with me.
mind.
I'm still gonna stream
Except for the
tonight.
question is, he may not possess the strength to reload it. Yeah, I see it. That's fine.
Navy, I sent you a DM as well.
Okay, I'm gonna here.
Yes and no, Buckshot.
Yeah, I'm all
Maybe-
set now, regular.
This thing isn't letting me do what I want it to do.
Did you ask it nicely?
What are you trying to do?
Trying to update the damn hit points.
Oh, on in roll 20.
Oh, never mind. Never mind. Never mind. I figured it out. The resident
I-
rum drinker has had a.
Yeah.
How do I do this
Paz,
correctly?
Paz and Brute. Right click on your, click on your character, on your token. Open the gear, which pops up in the bottom.
Okay, I see.
And the
it.
red bar at the bottom. Change both numbers.
Got it. Thank you.
That's
Same
where I
with
was thinking
Azrael.
the problem.
Same thing for Azrael. Only reason I can tell, I put a plus beside your hit points. I don't know if Brute might not be able to do his.
I can.
Mine
I
should
just
be
changed
good.
the other one.
Okay. Well, I didn't know if you were on your tablet or not.
I am.
Okay. Yep.
You see, the resident murder hobo tonight.
Are we changing the blue number too?
I've had
No.
2 of them.
No, blue
That's-
numbers are AC. That's
Yeah.
quick reference for me more than anything.
Oh, okay.
So that he doesn't have to keep on asking us, did that hit?
Right.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
No, last night, Potts decided to adopt the homeless girl on the streets in Baldur's Gate. And
No, that wasn't me. That was Ghost.
oh, it was Ghost, what you did? Well, between the two of your characters,
I
On-
just in a gate.
yes, the two rogues were in there, and admitting the two rogues were in there killing, trying to kill shadows.
Hey, it worked out for us, okay? We're in good with the guards.
No, the lady saved your ass. Otherwise, you would have been in prison for murder.
All right, so you guys managed to make it back to town with no issue. Funny, you kill the bandits that are in the area, and suddenly the area has no more bandit issues. Funny how that works out.
Yep.
finally get.
Did we get any gold split for that?
Yeah. I put gold in the party loot, which I found, because I was the one at the table. I kept a few items. Yeah.
I don't know about silver or copper pieces. I haven't updated that yet.
Oh, only thing I found was gold. I don't know if there was. I'd have to scroll above that to see if we found any other.
Not to mention all the loot of the different items that we found too.
Yeah, I can't scroll that. The chat won't go that far for me to see. Oh yeah, it will. But I know there was 500 and something gold I found.
Someone already got the powder horn thing with the deer antler.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, I believe that was Paz.
Yeah, Paz needed that.
There was
When
a skinning knife as well. I don't know who got that.
Whenever we get back, I want to go. If there's like a jeweler type person or somebody which deals with gems, I'm want to slide off and see them by myself.
Okay, well, you guys are back in town.
Do you want to keep the cider barrels and the well, I know we're keeping the rum barrels. Are we keeping the cider barrel?
Before everyone splits up, do we want to go talk to the armor or whoever in town, the blacksmith or armor, and see about getting some like chainmail or something made for Twofer?
Probably leather would be good enough for him.
Probably leather.
The blacksmith.
Okay.
The blacksmith is in the bazaar. There are smaller blacksmiths around town, but they are solely dedicated to manufacturing components for the sawmills and axe heads for logging and stuff like that. But the I guess you could say commercial blacksmiths are in the bazaar.
I did, Paz.
Do we want to sell because I have the cider barrels, we're keeping the rum barrels. We have the crates of apples, wheat, carrots, cabbage, lettuce, potatoes, and the horse feed.
We should probably keep the food.
Keep the food to put on the ship. Keep the rum. Yeah. Are we keeping the cider?
Well, depending on the price that we get for it. Viking. I'm just playing judge.
I could probably sell the cider for a pretty good price because of my background
affiliation
of being the heir to a trading company.
Yeah, you could probably sell it to local brewery or the local bar, pub.
Okay.
So Navy, is there somebody in town that we could sell some of the other items that we aren't going to utilize?
The horse feed, definitely. I would say probably the horse feed. I'd probably say that all this stuff is probably stolen in the first place.
Yep, it is.
So I would probably go for trying to return it for a finder's fee. Is probably what I would shoot for.
Says the noble.
It would keep us ingratiated with the locals.
Says the noble.
Says the noble who actually cares about people.
Says the noble. Says the rogue.
I agree with him.
I know.
Okay. All right, Baltharis, I'll swing back to you. Now that we're back in town, Anthea, what would you like to do? Find an apothecary?
Yes.
Okay, and what are you looking for an apothecary for?
My stock and trade. Poisons.
Oh.
Like
Okay.
you had to ask.
All right, make me an investigation check. Let's see if you can hunt one down.
You had to ask. $18 should find me something.
Yep. So you managed to find a small apothecary, and when you find it, it's kind of got one of those like RX symbols above it. You walk in there, and there's kind of a hunched over old man that's walking around with a walking stick, and he sees you walk in, and he kind of just waves a hand, and says, "Hello, lass. How can I help you?"
Good evening, kind sir. Well, did we ever decide what time of day it was?
Oh, it's definitely late in the afternoon now. It's probably getting closer to dark.
Okay, so I'll say evening then. Good evening, kind sir. I'm looking for some ready-made poisons, please.
So at the mention of the word poison, says his eyes get big and he kind of puts a hand over his chest and says, "Ma'am, we are not that kind of apothecary."
Anything can be made into a poison if enough of it is used. Even things that would be used to normally help people.
He kind of like looks you up and down for a second, and then he sees the dagger sitting on your hip, and eyebrow goes up and he says, "Ah, okay, I got it." And he kind of holds up a bony finger, and you could hear the thump of the walking stick on the floorboards as he kind of disappears into the back. And he comes back, and there's two small baggies of like the like hempen bags.
Mm-hmm.
And he kind of sets him down, and he waves a hand over one and says, "This is belladonna. We don't keep a whole lot in stock because the medicinal uses are very few and far between. However," and he kind of pats the other bag. He says, "This is a homegrown version of parsley that I created myself. I grew it and bred it with other plants, and it is a blood thinner."
I'm not telling you to mix these together.
He says, "Now, I can't promise it'll do exactly what you're trying to do, but poisons and blood thinners mixed together surely should have an effect, right?"
Yes, they will. How much for the lot?
He kind of taps his chin, plays with his beard a little bit, and he says, "I think I could part with it for 20 gold for the whole lot."
Done. And an extra 5 gold for providing it to me.
Pleasure doing business with you, ma'am.
Thank you.
All right, Dag, what are you doing?
Root wants to see if he can possibly find some bracers of defense to help with his AC. Because I can't use a shield because my weapons are two-handed.
All right, make me an investigation check.
Oh joy. Yeah, this sucks.
Oh, I forgot I had those.
Yeah, no. Never mind. I wanted to roll and I rolled 2. So no.
Roll a 2. So you being a rather large and intimidating person, while your kind is not unheard of in Riveria, people like you are very few and far between, and you just walking up to people and trying to ask them a question is, well, they're they're a little bit
Yeah.
scared and they tend to run away when you start getting close.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, no.
Brute is misunderstood. That is all.
However, experience would tell you that more than likely the bazaar might have them. Possibly, if there's any here at all.
Okay. Oh, Finn's not here.
Drew, what are you doing?
Let me see what kind of armor he can wear.
Drew?
Hmm.
Alright, we'll swing back to Drew. He might be AFK.
No, sorry, I was muted.
Oh.
All right.
Or that.
Yeah. So the items that we picked up, is there a place where I can sell these?
The bazaar.
Okay, so then I know where I need to be. So.
I might actually go ahead and get Brute some armor instead of nothing.
I'll help you with that.
Huh?
What? No, with the selling the items.
Can
We're trying to
Luna be
return them
armored?
for a
Like, does
finder's
she?
fee.
She can be armored, but it would
She's not one to
probably
fight,
just-
right? She's just kind of
mean-
one to hang back.
No, she'll fight. She'll fight. It wouldn't be like metal armor though. It'd probably end up being like leather.
Okay.
Oh, she's not a warbear?
No, she's not a warbear.
You making a warbear?
Whoopee. A whoopee.
A whoopee? Yeah, you will be fucked without it.
I wouldn't mind getting like maybe some like hide armor or something for her, just to give her a little extra protection.
Okay. Again, that's going to be something you'll find at the bazaar. The bazaar is kind of like, because the town itself is like the major, like this is the capital of Riveria, right? So this is where most of their industrial base and their commerce is at. All of these surrounding villages and stuff, they come here to trade, but also the coastal towns where the ports are at, all of the materials from there come to here to get kind of distributed out. So like this is the main commercial hub for the whole island. Ghost, and was there anything other than what you DM'd me that you're trying to do? Okay, well,
Yeah.
we'll swing back to that. Loretta?
I don't really think anything.
Okay.
Oh.
Potter?
Not yet.
Not. I was looking at the at Sierra. She can she could actually if she takes an hour to enchant to enchant Kiko's robes, she can make them an infused artifact, and the armor class of the creature wearing it won't be below 13 plus their intelligence modifier.
Oh, there you go.
So you wouldn't have to wear armor. It'd be magical clothing. So if you wanted to do that, I could do that for you. Well, I'm an alchemy kit. I'm an artificer. I can create an alchemy kit. I always have the right tool for the job.
All right.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
So,
Anthea, Potter can make one, which we can figure that stuff out later.
Yeah.
Probably out of session. All right, Raina.
Yep.
I don't know if I'm gonna do this too.
Okay.
Kind of.
Yeah, I can run it.
Keep in mind, I can only make 2 items right now.
Everyone, I think I'm gonna go to sleep. My brain is dying.
All right. Well, have a good night.
Have a good night.
Night.
I understand that. My brain is a little slow right now.
I'm dealing with my mom, my brother, and her boyfriend for a week.
I'm so sorry. That sounds exhausting.
I wore them out. I took them on a 3.8-mile walk.
Shit, that would wear me out.
That would wear my ass out.
Not even my espresso coffee's doing me anything.
Why is that though, Ghost? Like, is that when the hover round battery dies?
Okay. Adios.
Adios.
But
Why are
anyways, you
you
were talking to
waving?
me?
I'm right beside you.
This works.
Yeah,
Wow.
Raina, what are you doing in town?
I wanted to go to the bazaar and get that armor. That was all I was gonna do.
Okay. Moving down the list. Any bizarre stuff we're gonna do on a different map. Sir Dan.
Okay, so are we just looking around the bazaar thing?
We're not quite to the bazaar yet. Other people had other things they wanted to do in town before heading to the bazaar.
Yeah, that's how that works. Cool.
I guess the only thing I would like to see is something like if there's a place that I could get some better armor to boost this AC class.
Yep, that would be the bazaar. Viking?
I can't think of anything because somebody's already making the armor and stuff for Twofer, so that was all I was worried about.
Okay, well, if nobody's got anything else, we'll go ahead and transition over to the bazaar.
I do. I mean, I sent you the one part. Do I recognize anything for either of my guilds around? Before we go to the bazaar, I might see them there also.
Nothing stands out, but it is a rather big city, so it could be that it's just not in the area you're in.
Right. Oh, I'm figuring it's a commerce town, so they'll be here somewhere.
Yeah. Out of character, yes, they are here. Your guild is here. However,
Would Paz know where that would be so he would know where to go?
No,
because you're talking two completely different groups. Like, you're a bounty hunter, he's an assassin.
No, I was just wondering because of growing up on the island if I'd maybe seen it while I was there or something.
Oh, you've seen it. You just don't know what the symbol is. Like,
so
they
I
have a
wouldn't know
special
what I was
symbol.
looking at.
Yeah,
Got it.
yeah, you wouldn't know what to look for.
And for what I DM to you, do I go to the bazaar for that, or would that be a store in town for selling the certain items?
Depends. Are you just looking for a vendor, or are you looking for a fence?
Vendor.
A vendor. Okay, that would be
They're
the
not
bazaar.
stolen goods, so I don't need a fence. Or at least I didn't steal them.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're technically stolen, just not by you.
All right. Loot's loot. So, it's no longer stolen goods when it gets picked up as loot.
All right, we have transitioned over to the bazaar. And it is loud and busy. And while I know the map doesn't show it, I didn't want to overload people's dinosaur potatoes. So, there are, like it's quite busy. Think of a market from any of the medieval shows that you've seen, with just people all over the place walking up and down the aisles and lots of yelling, and you've got the vendors hollering out and advertising their goods. Like it's a busy. So let's get the blacksmithing stuff out of the way first. So who all is needing stuff blacksmith?
You mean like buying armor and stuff?
That's what I was double checking.
So metal armor is going to be too heavy for Twofer. Chainmail's going to be too heavy for Twofer.
Probably leather or padded.
Yeah, you're gonna leather would be about the heaviest he'd be able to wear.
And studded leather
Which would be the best for his size right now.
Yes, yep, studded leather would work.
Well, chainmail is also heavy armor, so it has to be something that he's proficient in. A chain shirt might be the heaviest he can wear. Might be.
He's a runt on top of being a kobold.
Yeah.
Well, no, I didn't say chainmail. I said chain shirt. There's a difference. That's light armor. Ah, got it.
Yeah. Yeah, go for the trident. Chainmail shirt would be a dress for Twofer. That's not wrong.
If it was custom made for him, it would be different.
What do I got on my armor?
Also, he just doesn't have the proficiency for metal armor. Consider Twofer for the time being. With his size, he's essentially a rogue.
You
Well,
can
that's
make
why I
him
gave him
rounded
the
studs, then
whole
he wouldn't break
dagger
himself.
in the sheath.
$17. Yep, you managed to make him a little trident. I mean, for somebody like Groot size, it's kind of a fork. But for Twofer, it's a proportionate and manageable trident. medium, and shields. Oh, and heavy. Oh, they've got the full gambit. Everything from studded leather all the way up to plate armor. They have half plate.
So I'm gonna guess we only have like whatever we had for starting gold, or just do we have an overall fund?
Regular, I sent you a message.
Oh, okay. Gonna be in the same spot, Dag.
Okay, well, what will it cost me?
Oh, what will it cost? Let me look it up real quick. Half plate is...
I don't think it's that expensive.
75
Good
gold.
question too, Wolf. Are we using the party loot to buy all this stuff? Have we even sold the items that we have on us yet?
Nope, you haven't sold them yet.
Yeah, that is a good question. Are we going to be using the party loot for?
Yep, we will always be using party loot or the party pool for gold for any kind of purchases.
All right, then I'll go ahead and I will buy.
Taking the gold I gave to Luke back to have pots put in party loot and keeping it then. My character won't buy gear for everybody else. That's just his type of character. I thought it was for party for, yeah, I'm saying for something for the whole party, like towards a ship, our own ship and stuff like that, is what my character was thinking, which would benefit him. You understand what I'm saying? They're a rogue. They're an assassin. That's my problem.
You want to piss off the giant that can rip you in two?
You didn't know I picked up the gold. But
so we have exactly 100 gold, 20 silver, and 15 copper to spend, unless we sell the cider and the horse feed.
Wait, how much? How much do y'all have?
100 gold, 20 silver, 15 copper. That's what I have written down.
And I picked up over 500 gold on a table where I was by myself.
I was gonna say you guys should have way more than 100.
Yeah, the 560 something. I was the only one at the table, along with my gems, which I kept.
Yeah, that sounds about right. You guys should have like over 600 between all of the stuff on the table, all of the stuff in the chests.
Yeah, but my character was the only one who put it there. Put it in the party loot. But my character will explain anything they pick up themselves, they'll keep because they're not paying for other party members. It's how I would play this character.
Okay.
That's why I kept the gems to myself.
So the half plate is going to be 75.
Okay. So we're back up to 649.
Well, will it cost more for a character the size of Brute?
No.
Okay.
Because you're still medium size. They just have to customize it a little bit. Because you're just slightly bigger than average.
All right, then I'll go add that.
What was the other one? Sir Dan was asking for a chain shirt. Chain shirt is going to be... Chain shirt is going to be 30. And then what else was there? Oh, the studded leather for...
Well, that's going to be like the size of a glove.
No, yeah, for them. I was looking for studded leather myself, but I'll do that out of my stuff, my money.
The studded leather is going to be 35. for Valthera.
That actually recruit a better AC.
So, who is approaching the leather worker or the leather working vendor for Tufra?
It depends. Is it a Fenwich trading company?
It is not.
Okay, then Luke would go up with Valdan.
Okay, so you guys
Roll
walk up to
Valdan
it,
too.
and this kind of younger lady, like not like teenager, but probably late 20s. She kind of looks up and she wipes. She was tanning some hide when you guys walked up, and she kind of wipes the tanning solution off of her hand onto her her apron. Stands in front of you guys and with a very bubbly and excited voice says, "How can I help you guys?" She practically squeals with excitement. Oh, he is adorable. At which point, Twofer kind of puts his hands on his hip and he says, "I'm not adorable, I mean and vicious." And she kind of looks at him, almost like talking to a turtle. Like, "Yes, you are. Let's see if we can get you something made to make you big and tough." And as soon as she says that, you see this like if he had a lot of teeth remaining, it would be a toothy grin, but it's mostly like just a few teeth remaining, and he kind of like he's trying to smile. So she comes over with her little measuring tape and she kind of gets his measurements, and she's like, "Give me about 20 minutes. I have to cut down some leather pieces, but we can definitely make this happen." I can do that. She kind of looks at Twofer and she like reaches forward. She like tickles his belly a little bit, and she's like, "You know what? Just let me put my stamp on the armor, my crafting stamp on the armor, and it'll be for free." He's just too adorable.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, okay. Yeah.
All right. So the healing potions, those are going to be 10 gold each.
Anthony's just gonna walk around the bazaar, and try to find a worthwhile person to pickpocket. Stealthily,
Yeah.
I'm bad.
All right,
Luke
make
is going
me. So, like, you really don't for the pickpocketing stuff. You really don't need stealth, just because it's so damned busy. Like, nobody in particular is paying attention to you. You can blend into the crowd without even trying here.
Nice. What do I need to roll
Right.
then?
All right. First of all, who or what are you trying to pickpocket?
Anything. I need to still be in the practice of being able to pickpocket.
Okay, so you see a particularly large in size and heavy in pocket looking, you don't know if he's a noble or an official, but he's definitely dressed, you know, a little bit better than everybody else around.
Okay.
And he seems to be, you know, hollering at potentially, just from a glance, potentially is like a servant or something of the type for that individual.
I
And they're
hate when they do that.
yeah, and they're just going to town on a rant. Like, you're an idiot, you're stupid. How many times do I have to tell you that whole thing? So, make me a sleight of hand check. $13. Okay, so as you reach your hand into the coin purse, you manage to feel like a bunch. You realize there's a bunch of coins, but there's something else in there. You can't quite figure it out. Before you can pull anything out, somebody in the crowd kind of rushes up behind you and kind of just kind of bumps you, which causes you to bump into the noble.
I'm so sorry, sir. I was just a little too close and wasn't trying to bump into you.
He kind of waves a hand dismissively. It's busy here. I totally understand. No harm done. All right. One more sleight of hand check.
Oh boy.
Okay, your second attempt is much better. Before reaching your hand into the coin purse, you kind of look around to make sure nobody is gonna notice or run into you, for that matter. And as you kind of like glance out of the corner of your eye, the servant totally sees what you're doing, but he just doesn't give a shit. And you manage to pull out of the coin purse 25 gold. And a strange looking key.
I'm quickly putting that shit in my pocket.
Okay.
I'm quickly putting that shit in my pocket, and I am not telling I'm not telling the party that I've got the 25 gold in case I need to use it to get more poison.
Hey, I'll be back in a little bit.
Okay. So, with that being said, Luke, as you're heading back from the leather worker, Sierra happens to walk by. There's a tailoring vendor that you guys walk by, and just the pretty colors and the beautiful dresses, and it just kind of distracts her for a moment. Which normally there would be nothing wrong with that, but no sooner do you look back towards Sierra to watch her looking at the dresses, you feel something grab your shoulder, and you feel a very sharp point kind of edging into your back, and the voice in your ear mutters, fuck, I forgot the name.
The parents?
Not the parents.
The shipping company?
No, the ones that the fuck, what was the Duke and the Duchess's name? The ones that
his parents' name. Yeah. His parents'
No,
name.
no. They're Kid Aggro, give me a second.
Mm-hmm.
The ones that would be next in line, like the traditionally would be the Duke and the Duchess.
I don't have their names.
I could have swore you told them to me.
No, I gave you. I have his parents' names, and then I had his swordmaster's name.
No, these would be like a baron and a baroness.
Can we call him Barb and Jim?
How about the Grey Claws?
Yep, that works. You feel the point in your back, and the voice in your ear whispers, "The Grey Claws send their regards." and you expect to feel a sharp pain of the blade going deeper into your back, but instead you hear a gargling sound. When you turn around, there is a short sword protruding from a drow elf's mouth. And 1 second.
Trying to find a token.
Yes. As the body falls away, or falls to the ground, I don't want to say giant, but a about the same height as you, blue wizard or lizard. He just kind of helps the guy that just died down to his like a sitting position against one of the poles, and kind of pulls the hood down over him, just kind of make him look like he's taking a nap.
Thank you. And
who
might you be?
You're welcome. I am Frenver.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Luke.
Nice to meet you, Luke. It looks like you're in a little sticky situation there.
Just Gray Claws. They have a whole thing of wanting my parents' throne, and they seem to think that I'm just as bad as they are, which I'm not.
And who are your parents?
They would be the Lord and Lady of Fenwich Island, and the owners of the Fenwich Trading Company.
Ah.
I was just heading over to the stall to talk with some of the workers. Thank you.
Buck.
Yeah, what's
you had a contract to go after that particular drop.
Gotcha. Do I share that information, or do I keep that as
That is total.
I'm gonna choose to keep that a secret.
Okay.
Well, if people are recognizing me in the crowd, it seems kind of pointless to hide my identity. So I reach in and I put my signet ring back on. And you go, well, thank you very much. And I hope you have a good day. And I hand him, and I don't have much on me because I kind of ran out the door. Come on. And I hand him 5 of my gold pieces. Well, I don't have much on me. Well,
Noble, am I right?
okay, now I get
5
it.
gold. Don't spend it
now
all.
I'm getting the joke. Okay. Now I get it. So after that little interaction, I continue on to find the trading company stall. As far as I'm concerned, Frenor is just he's just a good Samaritan, so.
Okay. So as you approach one of the stalls, one of the vendors kind of looks up. One of the vendors kind of looks up and he recognizes you. I mean, you're a prominent individual from Fenwich, and them being traders from Fenwich, they're gonna know what you look like. So as soon as he sees you approaching, instinctively he puts a hand on his dagger and takes a step back.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm not here to cause problems. Okay? I don't know what you've heard about me. I'm not my parents. In fact, that's why I ran away. Which you might be getting some orders to try and find me and have me returned.
He kind of looks around and he looks nervous, like he's been caught red-handed, and he's not quite sure what to do with himself.
I'm not gonna report you. I came across some items that we liberated from bandits, and we can't bring them with us because it's impractical. So I was hoping that maybe we could give it to you for a fair price. And also a message to take back to the common folk. Not in my parents' ears. Just keep it out of the noble houses. Just on the ground level. I'm off to try and find paradise. So that way we don't have to live under the horrible thumbs of my parents.
So as you're explaining all this, a hooded, robed figure kind of stops briefly, standing next to the trader, and as soon as the hooded figure walks away, the trader essentially goes full panic mode, and he grabs crates full of like tomatoes and like carrots and stuff, and he just like starts throwing the crates at you, and he takes off running, screaming, "Guards! Guards! I'm being robbed! Guards! Guards!"
I had a feeling that was gonna happen.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Nobody else can get their shit done.
Only Potter. Only Potter.
Only a noble.
Yeah, pretty much.
He probably heard about the others. He probably heard about Luca and not Luke.
And the shit. Oh, I'm gonna move these guys over so I can actually reveal them, because the reveal button is off the side of the map.
That's a lot of people.
Why, Potter? Why do you have to get us into a fight already?
I'm not going to fight. I'm going to go up and not resist, because the last thing you want to do is resist arrest.
So, before you know it,
As the noble.
before you know it, all of the exits to the bazaar are suddenly blocked by guards.
I calmly look for the head guard.
I didn't do it this time, I swear.
I'm
We
gonna look
know,
for the
we're
head guard.
you.
So that would be probably perception. I'm gonna try and see who's in charge.
So it's not hard to spot the guard captain. He's up here.
Okay. I'm going to calmly walk up with my arms open and my sword tied into the sheath.
So as you get up there, the vendor is nowhere to be seen at all. However, the individual that Lone Cloud pickpocketed is standing next to the guard captain. You can't hear what he's saying, but he's basically whispering something to his ear and pointing to the whole party.
You were saying Lone Cloud?
Yeah, you were saying Lone Cloud?
It is your fault.
Only if they can find what I took.
They don't need proof. Besides that, other people had stuff they wanted to do also.
So, yeah.
The thing is the party didn't know what I was doing anyway. All they knew is
Yeah. I mean, it
all
all
they know is
happens
I
at the
was out
same
of
time.
sparring.
Yeah.
So because actually you know what? I forgot that Luke and Sierra were canines. So I will allow Kiko, Sierra, and Luke to make perception checks to try and hear what is being discussed between the guard captain and the individual that was
All right up
pickpocketed.
there.
Okay, there's Luke. And where's perception?
I sure the fuck don't hear shit.
Oh, Lucas got a 21.
There's Sierra.
Damn.
Okay, so Luke it was a DC 18. Luke is the only one that hears it. As you approach and you get closer, you manage to pick up subtle whispers from the individual that was pickpocketed. I don't care if they haven't caused any trouble in town yet. They took out our group over at the abandoned fortress. You know how much money that group has made me? Now stop asking questions and do what I pay you to do, damn it.
Ah. Does Luke share that knowledge with the party?
Please say yes.
Luke tells Sierra and has her quietly use her, servants are not to be seen kind of training to go back and inform the rest of the party what was said. And he's gonna walk up and go and just be like to the large noble guy and go, "Hello, sir," and then hold out his hand to sort of shake with his signet ring showing.
Rigger.
Pleasure to meet you.
He looks down at your hand, he sees the signet ring, and he just kind of coil his nose at you, and he doesn't return the shake. He just kind of like looks down his nose at you and apparently they just let anybody on this island.
Rigger, does Frenir hear what Sierra told the rest of the party?
Yes.
Okay.
So even Brute gets to hear this?
Yep. So he specifically said Sierra was going to go back and tell the rest of the party. And although there hasn't been much of a formal introduction at this point, Fenrir is guilty by association.
Mm-hmm.
Altheris is hiding.
So Luke just kind of looks at it and goes, "Well, sir, considering what I just heard you say," and he kind of twitches his ears, "I would say they allow anyone to run islands nowadays. I should know. My parents are two of them. You're cut from the same cloth. You might actually get along with them."
Can I go up to the noble and stab him, please? Just a little pokey poke?
Nope, because at this point, the noble kind of just he kind of does that, like, you know how girls will like fling their hair. He kind of does the equivalent, but he does it with his cloak and just kind of like exits stage left behind the rest of the guards.
Wait a second. He pulled a Snape?
Yes.
Okay.
Basically a gesture of, I don't like you. I don't want to deal with you anymore, and I'm walking away. Good day, sir.
The truth, as he walks away, he goes, truth hurts, doesn't it?
Lone Cloud goes up to Luke and says, "You're an okay dude."
I try to be. I've always been told to do the right thing and help people in need. And the people needed the bandits to stop robbing them, so, you know, it only seemed natural to help. And we got that old man safely through the woods, so...
And now you return to town? And so the plot thickens.
Now, Anthea, based on what, or not Anthea, shit, Lone Cloud, got my characters confused here for a moment. Sorry, guys. Now needs to try to find a secluded spot and try to investigate the mystery of the key that she managed to lift from that odious noble person.
I'm going to continue to try and talk the guards down, trying to appeal to their, you know, sense of duty to protect the people.
Even though you know they're on the take.
Well, they might be on the take just because they need it. You don't know their circumstances.
Yeah. First
They
one looks
might
at me
feel like
wrong.
they're only option. They might have everyone has a family they need to feed.
Well, okay, so what are you trying to say to the guard captain to get him to stand down?
I'm just trying to explain to eyes like, I don't know the circumstances of why you're doing this or why you feel the need to follow such a horrible, horrible individual. I have no doubt that it's, you know, out of need. I understand, you know, and I hold up my ring. My parents are assholes. And they continue to raise the prices and everything. Funnily enough, one of my one of the Fenwich workers just left his stall completely unattended. So, you know, and I pull out a paper and pen and I write out a little writ and I go, "You're free to take anything from that stall, free of charge."
The guard captain kind of chuckles and he shakes his head as he finishes putting his gauntlets on. He says, "Oh boy, you youngins just don't get it. The fact that you know is already enough. The fact that you discovered our involvement means that you're already in too deep, and now I have no choice in the matter. If you hadn't have been so nosy, you could have been none the wiser, we would have thrown you in a cell, and that would have been the end of it. But now we leave you no choice. Or now you leave me no choice. Boys, get them."
Brute
When I see him
and pulls out his maul.
I undo the slip knot that's holding onto my sword, and I just get into a ready draw stance.
All right, and on that, we will end the session. We do have a couple of people that need to leave early tonight.
Figured as much.
Yay.
That and I also need to put a
Yeah.
that and I also need to put a formal character sheet together for Topher. Which
The people
I
didn't
will
get to
control.
complete their business.
Nope.
Oh, dude, I thought we had business all completed.
No.
What did we
You
miss?
said we could do
No, you went around the room
some
kind of
different
thing.
things.
Yeah, no, you said we had to do it all here. We weren't able to do it because the fight broke
Yeah.
out.
Because I went to go sell the goods, and instead you caused drama.
Yeah.
Yep.
What happened?
But
Well,
I'll worry about it
other
later.
other than selling the goods, what did we miss? Because I was trying to get everything up to selling the goods.